Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for clicking on the video. This video is going to be a little bit different because I'm just going to kind of go on a rant and just flash pictures in your face, so I hope you enjoy it. Let's start. Let's start back in vanilla when Enhancement Shamans had the option to pick two-handed if they wanted to. If a shaman got close and Wind Fury procced it crit, he'd walk up and basically one-shot you. Boom, 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 real quick, and the person just instant-nuke dead. That was a little OP, not gonna lie, so they changed it. Took away two-handers. I don't understand why they did this. Other classes have both the option for dual wield and two-handers, so I don't see why shamans can't have it too. Two, if you want to go lore-wise, PvE, Rawl, the main shaman, the war chief of the horde, has got a two-handed doom hammer, so we're not following in his steps, we're just gonna go on our own thing. Which brings me to my second point, with Blizzard's lazy attempt to fix another problem, which was the mastery ascendance popping burst that would just take anybody from 60% to dead instantly. And they quote-unquote fix this by changing ascendance to wind damage instead of nature damage, which what? Not anywhere in WoW in any of the expansions ever was wind ever even considered an element. When you get Echo of Elements, you see all the elements. You got earth, water, electricity, nature, blah blah blah. No wind. Wind is not there. When we pop ascendance, we basically just get ranged abilities, while as when other classes pop their cooldowns, ascendance is our only cooldown, by the way. They get crit buffs, they get damage increases, they get the use of other abilities. Why don't we get that? My last little touch on wind, storm elemental. What? Hello? The frick is this thing? First off, if it's a wind elemental, that means we can't use cap. For that entire minute, we can't use a cap totem, we can't use wind walk totem, we can't ground anything. If we're gonna have a healing totem, why not make it water? Healing stream is water. Healing tide used to be water until they took that away too. But enough about that. Let's take a look at Frostbrand weapon now. I'm not really sure why they turned that into a glyph when it used to be a 4-set bonus. I don't really see how that's fair when considering on my priest, or at least the Shadow Priest, they get to keep their 4-set bonus that they had before, which was when you dispel Vampiric Touch, you get feared. They get to keep it, but we don't get to keep Frostbrand weapon. But if we want it, we have to take it as a major glyph instead. And if we take a look at the Enhancement Shaman set bonuses, the 4 set that we have, 2 extra Wind Fury hits. That really doesn't do anything when it's a one-hander. 5 Wind Fury attacks, ooh, great. If they all crit, that's only about 10 to 15k damage. That's if they all 5 of them crit, which they usually don't. And if you take a look here, you can see that those 2 extra swings really don't do anything when we could get a useful 4-set bonus, like maybe Frostbrand weapon at least, or Unleash Elements will clear snares or roots or something useful, because this is terrible. Especially after seeing that my Disc Priest gets a minute off his main cooldown, his main defensive cooldown, Pain Suppress, gets a minute cut off. What? Who makes this stuff? Now, don't misunderstand me here. I do love my Shaman. I really do. It's still my favorite class. It is just so out of sync and at the whack. Let's be honest, it doesn't make any sense. Some of the abilities don't mesh like they used to. Like, we don't even have Earthshock anymore, so Lightning Shield has little to no use. If they're not hitting me, then it literally has no use because it's not proccing. And when it does proc, it doesn't even do that much damage. So it's just one of those extra tiny little things. Also, something being completely useless is Searing Totem. It does garbage damage. It's not worth the global cooldown, and it doesn't give us a Lava Lash damage buff. It used to give us 5 stacks for a 50% increased Lava Lash damage, which would A, make it worth putting down, and B, give us something of a rotation, because Maelstrom, it being so RNG, we literally do not have a rotation at all. We just use our abilities off cooldown. If they're on cooldown at the moment, you look around and somebody, oh, I can drop a healing stream. Oh, I can drop an Earthbind now. But enough whining. Let's talk about what we can do to fix it. Now, in my opinion, things that could be changed for Enhanced Shamans to make them better would be, first, give us Ascendance back. Everyone hates the stupid, pathetic little wind magic we're doing. Everybody loves the lightning hands, Sith Lord, all that amazingness. Just tone it down a little bit. Tone down the mastery input that it has and make it actually useful and cool to look at, because at bare minimum, nobody aesthetically likes the wind damage. It's stupid. And wind damage? Come on, that is friggin' way left field, and that doesn't make any sense at all. Another thing that could be done to improve Enhanced Shamans is make the 4-set better. Give us Frostbrand at least back. If not, then try and think of something better, because an extra 2 hits on the Wind Fury, that is pathetic. Because okay, if we had two-handed, it wouldn't be that bad. But the fact that we have a one-handed is not going to do a lot of damage at all. We can't even stack mastery and make it do more damage. One thing that's nothing major, but just something that was on my mind, is the Unleash Element speed buff thing. I mean, for leveling, that was really cool, because I would use it and run around really fast and blah, blah, blah. But in PvP, in any PvP scenario, you're slowed almost 100% of the time. So using Unleash Elements does jack. So if Unleash Elements instead removed slowing effects or even snares, instead of buffing our speed, that would make it more useful. I would love that. I mean, I do have 2 Windwalk totems, but that's 2 talents. If I'm going to get freedoms, and if I want to get 2 freedoms, I have to take 2 talents for that. Another thing that people are really upset at is the tremor thing that they did, where you can't drop tremor while feared. You have to drop it before you're feared, so it prevents it. I think that's fine. I think that's okay the way it is. You just have to be smart with it. I just wish they would make our damage make more sense. So aside from Fire Elemental, which is the only totem that can do damage that is worth putting down, give us some sort of other totem, or at least buff Searing Totem in some way, or make it buff our other abilities like it used to make it worth putting down. Like, say Searing Totem would, every time it hits somebody, it would put on Fire Shock. That would be amazing, because that would give us more Fire Shocks out there. It would give us more opportunity to use Frost Shock, because as I've stated before, that Fire Shock is kind of our main damage when you couple it with Lava Lash and Fire Nova. So it would give us more opportunity to use Frost Shock instead. Something I personally would find amazing if they changed it is the 75 Shaman talents, because everyone knows when you change specs, some of the talents change around, but these do not. The Healing Stream one is mediocre at best, but everyone takes it because it's the best of the worst. Now, what I would love to see done is conductivity taken out, because that is so stupid. No one is going to use that ever. Not even a PvE Enhanced Shaman. Not even an Ellie Shaman. No one is going to use that ability, ever. Please give us something different. When we go into Enhanced spec, change it up. Make it something different. Make it something worth taking. Make it do our abilities, like get like 2% leech or something. That would be useful, even though we're healing very little bit. It's useful. So thanks for watching. In closer, this is just how I feel. If you agree, let me know. If you disagree or you think I'm stupid, then please feel free to rage in the comments. And let me just say again that I do love my Enhanced. I just wish they made more sense, because they just do not. Have a good day.